Now, I always said I wouldn't do this, but hi, my name's Adam, welcome to my YouTube channel. So let me tell you a little bit more about me. About 3 months ago, I took on this 1,300 square foot unit here in real North Wales to expand my detailing business and grow and offer bigger services. And the whole point of this channel really is to document the process, going from what I am now, a small little detailing business, to hopefully quite a big one here in the North Wales area. So if you want to join me on that journey, make sure you like this video and click the subscribe button. Now, I just want to make something clear, this is not going to be a tips and tricks channel. I'm not going to be reviewing products. Yes, I'll show you what I use, what works for me, but the argument about chemicals and stuff is something I'm not interested in getting involved in. This is just a wheel cleaner, nothing special. So you're probably thinking that is a nice Porsche, and yes, I agree with you. I'm a Porsche fanatic. So this 997, 911 Carrera is particularly my fancy right now. But you're probably wondering, what exactly is it in here for? So this car is having basically everything that I can do in a day. It's a package that I offer, and it's very popular. In terms of, I wouldn't say saving money, but it's the best bang for your buck, basically, that you can get, because this package, like I said, is everything I do in a day. So you get a decontamination on the paintwork, a full safe wash, you know, everything is deep cleaned from your wheels, your arches, all the little gaps, the crevices, and the interior gets a deep clean, and the paintwork gets an enhancing machine polish. I'll tell you a little bit more about that later, but I'm going to crack on, get this car washed, get it dried, and get it ready to be polished. So join me. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I've just put the snow foam on, which is, if you want to know, I can pick it up first. Shock therapy from Performance People. This acts as a pre-wash as well as a snow foam. So with the car not being overly dirty, I'm happy to just put that on and put no additional pre-wash underneath the soak. So what I'm going to do now is, obviously, I've got the benefit of having an indoor wash bay. Don't have to worry about the elements. I can leave that to sit as long as I want. Obviously, if I was outdoors, this time of year, generally you're fine, but obviously in the summer, you'd have to speed things up a bit, hence why I've not done the wheels first. I'm going to do the wheels while it sits under snow foam to save time, because there's no point me cleaning the wheels, jetting them off, applying snow foam, waiting for it to dwell, whereas I could put the snow foam on, clean the wheels. By the time I've done all 4 wheels, the snow foam will be ready to come off. So I'm going to get the wheels done now, and then we'll get into the contact wash. I'm going to be honest, when I see people clean wheels on Instagram or TikTok, we call them social media valetars, they do all this fancy shit and do all this random rubbish. It doesn't have to be that hard, it's dead simple. Just need a barrel brush, a mitt and a brush. And it's basically, you know, it's just this. It's as simple as that really. Clean the barrel. I get my mitt now. I'm just going to get behind the spokes. These alloys do look freshly painted, so they're not going to be that dirty. Obviously, I've already pre-rinsed these with wheel cleaner, so that will have taken 90% of the dirt off anyway. Like you say, it's like, oh, it took me an hour to clean a set of wheels. If it's taking you an hour to clean a set of wheels, then you're not using your time very efficiently. And you're also earning less money, because time is money. So I've just done all 4 wheels while the snow foam is sitting on the car. I'm going to jet this off now and then do a contact wash, followed by a decontamination, which is iron fallout removal and tar and glue. So let's get to that. Right, so I've just jet washed it off. I'm just going to go now in with a contact wash. All this is just a wash with 2 mitts and 2 buckets. One for the top half of the paintwork and one for the lower half of the paintwork. You don't necessarily need 2 buckets to do this, but it is advisable for an actual safe wash. If you've only got 1 bucket, you can make do, just make sure you're rinsing your mitt regularly. And remember, always wash in straight lines. We don't want none of this, we want straight lines. Let's bring you with me. New to this whole moving the camera around for every angle. You saw me use like a microfiber mitt for the top half. Now we need a noodle mitt to do the bottom halves. Like I said, this car isn't really that dirty, but a noodle mitt has the best chance of grabbing the most dirt, and the grubbiest part of a car usually is down below. That's the contact wash done. So I've just jet washed the snow foam, not the snow foam, the shampoo off the car, and I'm now in the decontamination phase. So what I've just applied to the vehicle now is a iron fallout remover. This is there to remove iron filings from the clear coat, the paintwork, whatever you want to say, and basically make it as smooth as possible and contaminant free before I start polishing the paintwork. Because if you think about paintwork like skin, it has pores. Little bits of dirt stick in those pores, and over time, obviously this car's almost 20 years old, you think of that build-up and the build-up and build-up of that sort of stuff. If I just start polishing that now, I'm gonna have a right nightmare. So I'm leaving that to dwell, and then I'm gonna agitate it with a cloth, going in straight lines. Obviously the car's clean, so you're safe to do that. And after I've done that, I'm going to move on to tar and glue, which is basically there to remove tar spots, any glue residue, and just to get that clear coat absolutely perfect. So when I'm polishing, I'm not picking up any contaminants on my pads. I'm making a meal of it. Whilst that's dwelling, let's have a little walk around the unit, shall we? So you've probably seen all the other clips. There's a few other cars in the unit. So we've got this Aston Martin DB7, absolutely lovely car, owned from new. It's done about 20,000 miles, I think. That's here for absolutely everything. It's getting wheels off, full paint correction, ceramic coatings, everything. That's going to leave here looking better than new. We've got my Passat over there. I'm in that at the moment because my pickup is off the road. This is what I normally work out of because I do mobile work as well. So I'm unit based here in real North Wales, and I cover the whole of the Northwest. I carry water, fully equipped to do mobile work as well. So just waiting for that to be fixed and we can get back out on the road in that. So that's why I'm out in a dirty diesel. I've also got, this is my sad 4.2 supercharged Range Rover. It needs a gearbox fixing basically, so saving up to get that fixed because that car is just something else. So I'm now going to, this looks like it's, yeah, that looks like it's ready to come off now. So I'm going to get a clean cloth, stick it in some shampoo and just agitate it softly, gently, whichever you want to say. Get that off, do the tar and glue removal, and then we'll get this dried off, blown dry so there's no water dripping out or anything, and then we'll start polishing this little bad boy. Straight away you can feel the resistance to the cloth. You can feel it picking up all that contaminants just from that one chemical. God, I tell you what, it'd be lovely to have a cameraman. This whole changing angles thing is a bit tedious. In fact, you can see, like, that's the other side of the cloth. That's all the dirt that's picked up off the car. That's come out of the pores inside the clear coat, basically. Obviously, I don't reuse these, they go straight in the bin. So we've done iron fallout now. Next up is tar and glue remover, which I've got in this bottle here. I'm just gonna spray this across the whole car, get this off, get it dried off, and we can start getting it polished. So I will skip forward to that bit. So the Porsche is all washed, it's dried off. I'm just gonna move this back now to the detailing space. I'm still in the process of doing this unit up, so I need to get the floor done here properly and get spotlights put up, but it's a work in progress. So let's get this car started and get it moved back out of the wash bay. Right, so I have pulled the Porsche back. As you can see, I have just gone over it with the air blower and blown off all the excess water out of all the crevices. Now this is only in for an enhancement, so I'm probably just going to waz over this with a 3-inch. Typically I'm quicker, the machine's lighter, and yeah, it's just a quicker way to do it than lumping around a 5-inch force rotation polisher. So I'm going to do a couple of test patches now with a couple of different compounds, see where we are, and yeah, let's get cracking with the polishing stage. Easy to brew, well needed. Just looking at the paintwork now with under the torch. For a 20-year-old car, to be honest, it doesn't look that bad. So if I just flip you around now and show you what I'm seeing. So what we can see here around that blue light is swirls. But for a 20-year-old car, I mean, it's not really that bad. So an enhancement, I think, is going to remove quite a lot of that. I can see a lot of haze and holograms, which is mainly caused by using a rotary polisher, which has probably been used by a dealership at some point to prep the car. So the enhancement will remove all of that and just make it look a bit shinier. So I'm going to prime my pad now on the polisher, do a couple of test patches. I normally use Cartec 9000, but I'm going to give Kosh Cami a go today. Not used that for a while, so let's give that a go and see how we get on. So the process of priming the pad really is a couple of small dots, say a couple. I'm just going to do a small pass here, roughly 30 seconds, just one padder, and spread that compound around the fibres in the pad. Right, so we've got the compound nicely spread around the pad there. So I'm going to stick some more on now and do an actual pass and see what type of results we get from the Kosh Cami. So I've just done a pass there, a bit of a big area for such a small pad, and it was quicker than if it was a correctional polish. So let's buff this off now and see what type of result we've got compared to the rest of the paintwork, and see if we need to swap or change pads and compound. Right, so I've just buffed the compound off. I'm super happy with that. For an enhancement polish, it's a really good result. So let me swivel you around now and show you the result. So as you can see, this is what the paintwork is like. You can see like a bluey haze as well as the swirl marks. That bluey haze is like a layer of oxidization. And as you can see here where we've polished, you can see the outline of where that's been removed. And you can see, if I just bring you in here, you will always have deeper marks left because obviously this isn't a correctional polish. But just to improve the look of the car overall, that is a massive difference. And just to put that into perspective, you could book this car in for 3 days. I go nuts, I do a 2-stage, and it's going to cost you almost 1,300 quid. Whereas I can do this all in a day, enhance the paintwork, and you're looking at between £500 and £600. So you're saving a lot of money, best bang for your buck. That's why I said earlier, this is the most popular package because, like I said, it's the best bang for your buck. So I'm going to crack on polishing now. I'll record bits and bobs in between and see how we get on by the end of the day. Catch you in a bit. Right, so let me show you where I'm up to on the 911. I've been cracking on really. I've forgot to click record on everything I've done. The front end is almost done. I'll roll some clips in the meantime of what it did look like and how I've been progressing with the polishing. I'm just doing the front lights now. As you can see, I've done the right hand side. We're looking nice and clear here. If we go over here, you can kind of see there's like an orange tinge to the lights. This one more so than this. So all I'm going to do here, so obviously the car's booked in for a day, it's an enhancement work. Usually if the car's booked in for 2 or 3 days, I would just tape up around, wet sand it and polish it back out so it's completely clear. But for the time and the money the customer's paying, the easiest way for me to do it is I'll get my rotary with the same pad that I'm using to do the whole car, put some coating compound on it, apply a bit of pressure, create a bit of heat, and just get the cut from the heat the quicker way. Obviously I would prefer to wet sand them, but at the end of the day, it's booked in for a day, so you've got to do what you've got to do, haven't you? So I'm going to do that now. I'll do a time lapse and we'll see the difference. So as you can see from the time lapse, a little bit of heat, a little bit of pressure. We've got a massive improvement on the headlights. So let me flip you around now and we can have a look. If I throw up a picture here and here of the right hand side headlight, you'll be able to see the difference majorly. So that's the front end done. I'm going to move on to the doors, wing mirrors and the pillars now, and hopefully get them done before 4 as I need to shoot off. Got to take the dog to the vets, so we'll get this finished tomorrow in between other jobs, and yeah, see what we can get done today. Phone's going to go on charge now, so I'll probably update you all when I'm back here tomorrow. Right then, so we're at 4 o'clock. We've been polishing for a few hours now. Like I said earlier, I've got to shoot off to go to the vets, so I'm going to get this finished tomorrow, but it is coming up looking absolutely brilliant. So if I flip you around, we've got a lot of gloss, a lot of clarity restored back in that paintwork. The only sections I've got left to do is this rear arch here, rear bumper, and then just tidy up all these little bits in here and under here around the badge. But everything else, as you can see from that angle there, it's like a mirror. And that is the finish we are looking for every time. Perfection. Oh well, as close to that as we can get anyway with what package we've got booked in. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the vets now, go home, and we'll pick this back up tomorrow, get it done. See you then. Right, so we're on the next day. I've got this Range Rover L322 in for a deep clean. It's had a bit of bodywork done and sills, and a bit of dust has got in it, so I'm gonna give this a deep clean, hopefully get this done by around 11, and then finish the Porsche by about 2, and then I need to take our other car to get tyres. So yeah, it's another busy day, so let's crack on and get this Range Rover deep cleaned. Right, so the Range Rover has all been deep cleaned and that's been picked up. I've also booked that in for a single stage correction as well, hopefully, so I'll follow up on that next week with the customer. Just finishing up the Porsche now. Just doing this black back section, bumper and this rear bit here. I've also had delivery of mighty fibre cloths, which are absolutely phenomenal. If you're using Kirkland cloths or anything else, bin them, get to Mighty Fibre and give them a go. So the Porsche is finished, ready to go to the customer. I need to shoot and drop it off now, so I'm just going to roll some B-roll of how the car looks. If you've watched all the way to the end, thanks for watching. Remember to click the like button, subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.